Hello. Hello there. Welcome to the Spiritual Evolution live video podcast. Today is June 25th. I've done a little bit of researching because I'm not an astrologer, but I was guided to look at some very important dates. Now, for some of you, you may have recognized the date of the 24th. I kept saying something about the 24th, which was yesterday. Did you have a moment where you were thinking negatively about something and then all of a sudden either you shifted into a positive perspective or something positive happened in the midst of that negativity? Karmic things are going to start to happen very quickly. Let's see, we do have the Mercury retrograde in Cancer from the 18th of June to July 12th. And so what this is going to cause is difficulty in communication. All right. So if you notice certain readers are kind of stumbling on their words, or they're having issues with their videos and etc., it's because that communication is being a little bit disrupted by this Cancer energy. And why is this? Well, the new moon in Cancer is a time to kind of go within and think about, and the new moon started on June 21st of 2020. This is a time of forgive and forget. It's a time to really recognize, do I belong here or do I belong there? It's also a time of a lunar eclipse. So for those of you who all through of 2019 listened and heard me tell you that now is the time to start a new business, hobby, gift, talent, or skill, this solar eclipse is going to help people to start to recognize new beginnings. So if you've been working on something, you're going to see signs and synchronicities that are leading you into a positive, beautiful new direction. And that's when you'll understand that it is your fate to walk this path, to become your own business owner by doing what it is you like to do. Many, I feel, of the collective, if they've been working on their purpose, they are discovering their higher purpose. Now, I want to quick say hello to everyone who's in the room here so far. We've got Robin. Peace. Hello. Eve, thank you for the beautiful flowers and the purple heart. Erin, hello. Infinite Mist reading by Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Hi, Rick. Nice to see you guys. Okay, so back to the moon energy. Let's see. So we have difficulty in communication until around the 12th of July of 2020 because it's more of a time of perception, perspective when it comes to memories and family problems and revelations of maybe the reality of inheritance regarding land or family business. This is a time of forgiveness. What isn't meant to be isn't meant to be. And for a lot of people, there's going to be some clarification within that it is time to move into a new direction, to no longer try to cling to whatever is dissipating. Like literally the past is falling away. So I had a beautiful visit with my daughter this morning, who is a Libra, and she decided to work on makeup. She's phenomenal. She started a Facebook page. She's now growing with new ideas. And I thought she had read my video or watched my video, but she didn't. She's doing things in a completely different way. I won't give away her ideas, but she is saying to me now, Mom, I wish I would have done this a lot sooner. But that's okay. She's young, so she can enjoy this beautiful journey now, because we are heading towards the full moon. Good morning, or good afternoon, I guess, Carla. Cancer in the house. Whoop, whoop. All right. So we've got the full moon coming up on July 5th, everybody. So this is a time really to just kind of reconnect, observe, also work on your talent and skill, what it is you were meant to be remembered for here on Earth. We are all a star. And sometimes, sadly enough, we take many lifetimes to figure out what our purpose is. You know, maybe we were meant to be a famous singer and we never decided to go back to singing or to even try singing and putting out a little bit of music. All right. So again, back to the full moon on July 5th, we have do what gives your life meaning. Don't seek approval, okay? This is where people who are not woke, right? They're going to sit and repeat old behaviors and cycles for the next 9-10 years. The the human nature is going to be about jealousy. As people are starting to succeed in their own businesses, their own ideas, there will be jealousy. But trust in your visions, no matter what. Like my daughter wanted to do something, put out some pictures of the makeup work she has done, and someone is a photographer that she knew who said, "Hey, I'll do your pictures if you'll allow me to advertise my photos of your work in my." So that's a positive sign that she's going in her fateful higher purpose direction. Okay, so the lunar eclipse, we've got the solar eclipse, pardon me, that started, I think, around June 21st. And this is about discovering, and we're going to get into the cards here. I did a collective reading, but I'm also going to quick go through each sign and explain to you how this new full moon in July 5th is going to help for you to have the strength to give your life meaning, to trust in your visions, because endings are going to happen. They're difficult. They fall away because life is cyclical, right? We experience a connection, circumstance, situation having to do with a person, place, environment, and etc. And now they're all falling away for like the collective. And that's why there are so many planets here trying to shift everybody into where you're supposed to be. And we could either awake spiritually to this evolution, or we can ignore it, right? And if we feel sad and lonely, it's because we're rejecting other people. We're rejecting ourselves. That's so true. I'm finding the old ways not working. New ways are blossoming. Thank you, Sandra. Infinite Mist Readings by Sandra. So true. I'm sure a lot of us could look back at, yesterday even, where there was a bit of a shift. Like I was going to bring my garbage to the recycle center, and it's a block away. And I was like, oh, I hate doing this. And I get in my car. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that's negative energy. I am thankful, God, spirit, and angels, thankful that I can bring my recycled stuff to a block away. So I felt more positively about it. The reason I wasn't eager to get there is last time I had to wait in line for half an hour. Well, as soon as I shifted my perspective and dealt with it and just looked at it positively, I came around the corner, and I kid you not, I was the only one there the whole time. So, this is when you are woke, right? This is when you start to recognize that, hey, I can control my energy. And if I'm positive, I know that positive results will evolve. But if I'm negative, I will just sit here, right? There's nowhere to go back to. All right. And that's a bummer. Okay. So Sangeeta, hello, and welcome. Love it. Love you too, Sandra. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about how on July 5th, this new moon in Cancer, full moon, pardon me, this full moon, how this is going to affect each sign. Now, we have Aries. Aries is going to be a little bit mushy and nostalgic. They're going to be thinking about the past, but it's time to change your foundation. Some of you have recognized a new path, and you're going from boredom and discontent to igniting new beliefs within yourself. And that's what Spirit's trying to guide you to do. So I think some of you, if you'll just follow the advice we've already discussed in this video via Spirit, you can change your foundation and get excited about your perspectives out of discontent and boredom and moving into new beliefs that you have within yourself. If you believe in yourself, like I told my son, you're a really good singer. One day when he was just singing, and he went and connected with friends who knew how to do the music, who were doing videos, and he had really good video friends. And now the whole group of them left today for LA. God bless them, and may they have great success, happiness, and joy in their lives. They have received a Capitol Records contract that is of more than you would possibly imagine. So remember to tell others as well, hey, you're really good at this. You should do this, right? Because we are to always lift each other up. We are to obtain wisdom and knowledge that brings us power, right? Wisdom is power. Why? Because once we learn something, we are to go out into the world and share it and teach it. Charlene, hey. Sandy, hi. All right, so that was Aries. Now Taurus. Tauruses, your words are your power. So I believe Tauruses have been down a long and difficult path, and they're the ones that might go back and repeat old unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles. Well, the messages were very, very clear on the new moon of July 5th for Taurus. It was own up and do good, period. Speak from the heart. Expect unexpected communication will come from family. So be authentic and come to an agreeable conclusion, even if it's within yourself. That something needs to come to a conclusion, and I need now to create a beautiful future ahead of myself. So you may be feeling that energy or actually taking those steps by July 5th of 2020, Taurus. Now, Gemini. Gemini, lots going on, money concerns, be resourceful with your money, save up. Okay, so that's a big message. Ironically, my son is a Gemini, so hopefully he's going to watch his money until they get settled out there and etc. Cancer, July 5th, the full moon is going to be in your sign. So this is going to be a bit about confusion. How do I act? And Spirit saying, let your body rest. Do something that really grounds you. Maybe come up with a workout routine or how to create your own form of meditation. For there is some sort of storm that is passing for some cancers. And I think some of you know, you've been kind of trying to let this go for some time. They're saying embrace your emotions and then take all that frustration or all that intensity and put it out on a picture, a painting, a drawing, really express those emotions artistically, for that's going to give you some time to rest. Okay. Especially from, let's see, July 5th. I feel through all of July for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and move into Leo. Leo, the drained energy, you're going to feel drained. You guys have been busy, you've been having a good time, you've been connecting with others, and now it's time to become introspective, or you will start to around July 5th of 2020. Leo, feel very introspective, like you need to take a break, and you do. So same advice as for Cancer, Leo, and that is to come up with a hobby, gift, talent, or skill, or to just find some time to work out, stretch, relax in the month of July. I think you're going to recognize you're very drained by July 5th. And then that's when you are to start to figure out, how can I meditate? How can I ground myself in the midst of all of this activity? Okay, Atelia. All the best, Rosie from Australia. Rosie. Say hello to Australia. Everybody there. Tell them to come and listen to positive messages. Virgo, the eclipse, okay, is rocking the area of friends and community for Virgos. There's going to be inevitable change for Virgo. You're going to start to see the true colors of others. And to understand that, friends come and go. We learn through each other. And now it is time to connect to new groups of people, new circumstances, situations, environments. So, this could be you starting your own business, your own crew, your own group of people in some way. You may just have this aha moment around July 5th of 2020. So Libras, like my daughter, check this out. Shifts in career. Are you comfortable with your role? She's a little bit hesitant, but people are telling her, hey, I want to learn what you're teaching. And I said, there's your sign, right? Hello, Phoenix. All right, so Libra. Work is changing, leave your mark. Okay, now is the time for you to make your mark, to come up with that name for your business. It's time to share what you're creating with the world in July. You may just really have a clear understanding of this around the 5th of July when the full moon shows up. Okay, so Scorpios. What is it that excites your spirit? Okay, so I'm feeling we have a Scorpio who's not completely woke. They don't know that if they figure out their purpose and what truly brings them joy day to day, that they could create a business that will go on into and through the next 20, 30, 40 years. There is a lot of daydreaming here, but the eclipse is going to bring a new opportunity for Scorpio. Time with activities that bring you joy. So make a list of the activities that bring you joy and know that the eclipse, if you start now, on the 25th of June of 2020, coming up with ideas, working with ideas, putting time into activities that bring you joy, you're going to recognize some form of new opportunity. And that's showing up in this collective spread as well that we're going to get to. Sagittarius, the July 5th of 2020 full moon is going to help you to recognize that change is difficult. Embrace the inevitable evolution, right? We're going through a spiritual evolution, and some Saggies are kind of dragging their feet in July, maybe in the beginning of July. Spirit's advice is to enjoy the transformation and ride forward. Enjoy this transformation and keep it at the front of your mind that the inevitable change in your life is happening. So some of you may recognize by the 5th of July of 2020 that some form of opportunity comes, and you're going to need to ask yourself, what is it that excites you? How are you moving forward through this transformation, through this evolution of change where the old dies completely, and now we are to move forward and get clear about what we are wanting to go towards. Okay, so really think with yourself, take some time, Sag, to get clear with yourself. Again, some around July 5th of 2020 are going to come to the realization that there is a great offer and that you should embrace it because it feels right. Beautiful. So Capricorns, the new moon on July 5th of 2020 is going to have to do with relationships and the heart. Wow. Love may create some issues for those of you who may be walking that line. Boundaries are very important. Some of you may, what are they saying? Confuse love and lust, and may end up having someone who is following you all over the place. So boundaries seem to be really important. If you're standing on the edge of being in a commitment or partnership, know that when someone comes along, if you're already in a partnership, that situation is not meant to be. It will at some point, maybe in the future. But when you're with someone else, your boundaries are very important for whoever needed that message. Life Path 9, hello, Carrie, advice around your marriage. And I'm glad you asked, Carrie. All right, so it's only during this live video podcast that I do offer one question, $10 reading. So you just click on the little $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation. Provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and your question or concern. And then I'll check the cards. All right, we're getting to Aquarius real quick here. Day to day, life is going to feel a little bit stale. It is time for a new routine, a change in your daily vibe. You guys are going to be feeling that around July 5th of 2020. Now, the eclipse around July 5th is going to start to give in Aquarius, or the collective Aquarius, fresh energy. And so think about how you're going to change your routine, change your day to day so you don't get stuck feeling stuck. Okay, it's time for a new routine. It's time for something, a workout habit, gift, talent, skill, idea, or whatever fulfills you. Get working on something that will bring you out of that stale energy. Pisces, okay, by the full moon on July 5th of 2020, we have empaths that are feeling very sensitive. So if you are seeing karma come around really quick, through your thoughts, through your positive thoughts, karma coming to those around you who wish or are jealous in some way. If people are doing negative things, that negativity is going to come back and smack people pretty darn quick. And Pisces is actually going to kind of be witnessing this, even though you're already aware, Pisces. Keep your heart open. For some, romance is going to be in the air around the beginning of July of 2020, and Spirit saying, listen to your heart. Some of you may be getting too far up in your head, Pisces. It's time to move forward. And embrace romance. Some of you are afraid of romance. Okay, so remember, the full moon on July 5th is do what gives your life meaning. Don't seek approval from others. Trust in your visions, for endings are hard and everything is cyclical. So some things are going to die away, and we're going to get to this coffin energy in a little bit. So let's go ahead and look at the collective energy. So before I go into the collective Celtic spread, I'm going to just mention, if you want a personal reading, just click on the box and let me know, and we'll check your question and your energy. We'll say for the next couple weeks. So that'll bring us into the end of June, early July of 2020. So collectively, in the center of the Celtic spread, using the, slipped my mind, and I love this deck, Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. We've got the Two of Swords. So right now, we've got people who are they're at a point of indecision, right? If you are unsure of one idea or another, do both. Okay, I do tarot, oil painting, photography, pottery, poetry. I've written and illustrated a children's book and so on. So imagine your life as a beautiful garden, and you're just planting beautiful seeds of excitement and joy in that path, waiting for signs and synchronicities as to which path is going to grow and prosper, not only financially, but emotionally and spiritually as well, where you just know Which path is going to bring you victory? Okay, so there's a lot of indecision here. Oh, I'm not even going to get to the second deck yet. Now, in the thoughts position, we have the Chariot. So Spirit is saying, continue to know that Spirit, even if you don't know which direction you're going towards, with this major arcana, is going to guide you into a path of success. Be careful of discontentment. If you are discontent and bored, you're not searching your purpose. Our whole reason for being here is to create something that completely fulfills us day to day so that we don't sit in energies of discontentment, so that we don't wait on another human being to bring joy and happiness into our life. We need to have joy and happiness day to day in our life, with or without another, in a very balanced way, so that that bright aura that we'll start to give off will attract others if you are single. And we'll get into that in a little bit. I can't see any way to pay. Okay, Carrie, also, if you want to, right below this video, or you can go to, you can pay via PayPal, okay? If someone, because I have such awesome subscribers, can help Carrie to kind of go through PayPal, I'll get notified via my phone here, and then we can go ahead and begin. Hi, Gina. Thank you for coming. So in the recent past, look at Spirit is giving a gift to many, 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 many of the collective. They're saying, we want to guide you into a beautiful path whereby your cup is going to overflow with peace, joy, and happiness. Some of you, you're going to step into a path of new love, or you were contemplating some form of new love, but there was discontent there. So it is time, remember, for a lot of people to fall away, to not continue to give all of your energy to another human being, but to focus on what you've learned. Wow. So in the next couple of weeks, Spirit's saying the world tree energy is here. You are going to start to recognize, again, maybe around the 5th of July of 2020 for the collective, that an old path has indeed gone full circle, and it is time to step into the portal of a new beginning. So the action steps here are to continue to reflect on what it is that fulfills you day to day, to continue to communicate with others. Yeah, they're saying use this time of discontentment in the next couple weeks to come up with what it is that truly fulfills you, so that you can share what it is that makes you happy with others in the world. So the spiritual advice is, it is time to sacrifice who and or what no longer serves you. And I am seeing these two energies show up, which are the worst in this deck. The snake is lies and deceit, and the fox is sly, cunning behavior. So if you know that that path has come full circle, it is time to go into contentment and joy. Create something on the side where you start a small business or a hobby, gift, talent, or skill that's going to ground you, that you're going to be proud of day to day, that's going to truly fulfill you, right? Because a lot of people are starting to discover what this is. I'm getting all kinds of emails about this. All right, so in the hopes and fears position, we have the green man energy, the number 0. That is about thinking, okay? 1 is about stepping into the path of new beginning. But Spirit's saying, don't fear this moment of pause, for it is time to step into a new direction and see if that is the path whereby the grass begins to grow, the flowers begin to open. For Spirit is trying to give you guys the key to a new path, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. I get so ahead of myself. So I'm feeling by the 1st or 2nd week of July of 2020, this is when people, it could even be around that full moon, you have this aha moment with the Tower. Something happens outside of yourself that is positive, because they're presenting it with the bouquet. Kind words, messages, positive feedback, money, joy, and happiness. That is where Spirit is trying to guide the collective. How can it be so hard? Well, we walk in the valley of the shadow of temptation, obsession, addiction. We've got to come out of all that and turn back into who we were meant to be, so that the world can see your light shine, so that each of us can become a star, right? We're all on the same internet platform. Now we just need to create a business. We need to create an idea. We need to share who we are. And I could go on and on. Okay. So it's about bringing an end to what was. It's about stepping into a solid foundation. It's about dedicating yourself to you. and fulfilling your personal journey. Let me know how you guys are creating new ideas. Now, it isn't so much about creating profit and money right away, all right? Finding your soul purpose can take 7 to 9 months, 7 to 9 years. It's about putting your time and effort in day to day so you can take those ideas and compress them so that they can transform in the physical universe, right? So time and effort, it's like cause and effect. Thank you, Rick, for helping Carrie. Firefly, hello. And Firefly says hello to everyone else. All right. So for clarification, we have this next week about giving birth to a new direction, new ideas. This is about maybe physically traveling or moving into the path of victory. It could be like my daughter is going to an oil painting class today that she has in her city. And they kind of start you out and then you kind of go on your own, and she's learning a lot about that, which is beautiful. In the thoughts position for the next week, week and a half, it's time to head into the path of success. And if you recognize that a situation involves lies, deceit, yes, sly cunning or manipulative behavior, it's time to come out of the energies of discontentment. With the Four of Cups, to me, this is an empty offer of love for some. That's why Spirit's trying to get you back into the path of money or stability. You know, some people are like, I want to start a business, but I don't have the money. As long as you have the internet, you can start your business, right? Every big corporate leader started with one idea that they worked on by themselves. They took a chance. Heck, maybe they took a whole bunch of chances, right? You know, they told Walt Disney that he was not creative. A newspaper company did. Okay, so in the past, remember, some have already discovered their purpose, but they're sitting here with this lady energies of discontent and boredom. And that's why Spirit's saying, come out of indecision and get clear as to what it is you're giving birth to. So you can come out of energies of discontent and boredom and instead move into the path of abundance, money, success, joy, and happiness. Now, in the next couple weeks, remember, and again, it could be around the full moon of July 5th of 2020, that old paths are going to fall away. And now the portal of a new beginning is opening up. Why? Because of what I talked about earlier. Here's the garden of your life. How are you going to build upon this beautiful garden of your life? How are you going to connect with others and share what it is you are manifesting? That's what you should be focusing on if you want to find success in the next couple weeks, is Spirit's advice. So you have control over reflecting and communicating. Coming into commitment, partnership, or contract where you can research or learn something new, or where you can teach others when it comes to something you are good at. So it's not only about learning, it's about taking your skills and talents and teaching others. You could start a business just by teaching, right? So what is it that needs to be sacrificed? Sometimes the snake represents fear. Do not be fearful of the garden you are planting. For every effort, every process, every path is going to lead you towards that chariot energy of success. But you've got to sacrifice either old fears or old connections whereby someone is full of lies and deceit. So do not fear this process of planning a brand new direction, for Spirit is going to bring you guys collectively the key to success. But you got to be woke, right? You got to recognize it when it comes. You've got to have let go of discontent and boredom and put your energy into who you were meant to be. Then comes this shocking realization of kind words, messages, flowers, gifts, and or invitations. All right. It is because you have devoted yourself to an idea, hobby, gift, talent, skill, however that applies to you in the next couple weeks. We have an ending, right? When the coffin shows up, just like the world energies, an old path is ending. And some of you are recognizing that ending. Some of you are bringing something to an end because you've dedicated yourself to something that, look at this, brings you great success. All of a sudden, something happens very quickly and brings you success. A shocking realization outside of you that comes towards you with kind words, messages, and invitations. Some of you may be meeting with someone who's in a leadership position, someone who's very clear about their goals and intentions. Or this could be you guys. You're finally sitting in the King of Swords energies and you're saying, this is what I'm working towards and this is what I'm cutting away from. And because I've had the strength to let go of what was, I can now step into the path of victory, where before I was confused. Why? Because I gave birth to a new direction. I focused on my skills. I saved my money. And I am now recognizing that as I make change in my life, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in my favor. On the bottom of the Sacred Circle Tarot, we have the Sun. So a lot of people are going to finally be receiving attention and recognition for their efforts. And offers could start to pour in where there is money. Okay? Or you can sit in the energies of indecision and discontent and boredom. Hi, Aneri. Yes. So if you have a question, now is a really good time. Just click on that little $ box, wherever that is. On my screen, it's down below. Drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and then provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and your question or concern. Okay. This is a really short reading today because I have a lot of personal readings I need to get to. But I'll give you guys a minute. You can pay me via PayPal, and I'll see it on my phone right away, and then we can do your question. So I think we're going to just go ahead and close by bringing in the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. And this is just spiritual advice for whoever may need to hear it, okay, during the next couple weeks. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless the collective with healing words of guidance as they create a new direction and let go of what was. Boom! 3 of action. We just saw this, okay? So, nope, I thought that was the Pentacles. 3 of action. This is even better. See that ship in his hands? His ship has come in, and he's admiring it, or she. Things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, it's time to decide what the next big project will be, right? So once we recognize what we want to do, then we can come up with all kinds of ideas to do with that knowledge. That's why wisdom and knowledge is power. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys, so much. You may choose to continue to build upon your success or move on to something entirely different. So be willing to travel for some of you if necessary, like my son and his group of friends. You know, they are traveling today to LA because they signed a contract with Capitol Records. All right, so in the thoughts position for the next week, for the collective, Guardian of Abundance, this is a time of great success for you. Again, so remember that in your thoughts for the next couple weeks. All of your plans are going to be blessed and will move forward perfectly. So let me know how they move forward for you as you put one foot in front of the other for some of you, as you start something new for others of you. How are you building upon what it is you have already started? This isn't going to be the same. You know, once people get situated and we move into a new year, then it's going to be about what happened to those of you who didn't look for a new opportunity that Spirit is trying to give to the collective. For some of you, either up to like today on the 25th of June of 2020 or in the next couple weeks, will recognize an unexpected job opportunity. Or you're going to know by the full moon of July 5th that opportunities are arising for you. So make sure to accept them is what that card means. Now in the foundation, is in super chat payment? I haven't gotten a notification yet. I'm so bummed. It's normally, oh, okay, Atilia, okay, has figured it out. So maybe Atilia, when I finish this collective spiritual guidance reading, in the meantime, maybe you can tell Carrie how you went about making that donation. Thank you so much. And yeah, Rick, Amen, huh? In the foundation, we have the Two of Abundance, okay? Two of Pentacles. Life may be feeling a little bit out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Does this job, do these people completely fulfill you day to day? Make your work as fun as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. Like we talked about earlier, if you're negative, you're going to block that success. If you're positive and continue to change unhealthy perspectives into positive perspectives, things are going to start to karmically turn for you. And karma is spinning really quickly right now. Now, in the recent past, we have the Six of Abundance. See, heaven opens its loving arms and pours abundance onto you. So that could be today, like up to now or in the recent past. And I know many, heaven has opened up abundant opportunities for people. An unexpected gift is on its way, or you guys have received it, and Spirit's saying accept it with gratitude and humility. So maybe a new path in love did start. And now you're recognizing for some of you that this is working out beautifully. So there are different, either working with a positive person or someone who's walking in their shadow side. Now, in the next couple of weeks, we have the messenger of thought. A new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you can move forward. New information may require changes to your plans, so review documents carefully. If you want to learn how to do something, Google it, and you can teach yourself, right? That's a big message for the next couple of weeks. Now, in the actions position, Spirit's giving you inner strength to take action. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there are no problems that you cannot solve at this time. Give your compassionate energy freely to others so that you can also receive it. Okay, if people do negative things right now, karma's coming back very quickly. Okay, so in the spiritual advice position, we have the messenger of action. Check that out in the next couple of weeks. Something new and exciting. This is awesome. Related to your creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel this eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel a bit insecure, do it anyway, okay? You will never know if you don't just do it, okay? In the hopes and fears position, life is going to start to move very quickly for a lot of people, I feel, in the next couple weeks. Events will seem to be on hold all of a sudden that need your attention. There's no time to sit and ponder. You've got to get going. So there's going to be some things you're trying to work on, and then all of a sudden something opens up for a lot, and that's why Spirit's giving you this inner strength. With the number 11, I'm taking what I learned in that path, and now I'm creating a new path, a new direction. And so in the outcome position, we have for the collective, the Ace of Abundance. So this sheriff brings wonderful news. Look at that. And that's where the Tower was. A windfall of resources comes your way and helps you with your plans. Again, don't worry about how much you need to invest in up front. Share what that talent or skill is, and don't look back. Okay, that's a big message. Don't look back. It's gone. The past is gone. And now who are you going to be? Eight of Thought. Thank you, Spirit. Don't allow yourself to become stuck and trapped like the Eight of Swords energies in the next couple weeks. Free yourself from what's limiting you. Write it down if you need to know exactly and clearly with yourself what that is or means. All right. So thank you, Rick, for the donation. And thank you, Carrie. Let's go ahead and start with Atilia. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I am not. Okay, Gemini, Cancer, cusp. What is my next career? Okay, now remember, Spirit's not going to tell you what your life path journey is. That's why you're here, is to figure it out. But what Spirit can do is guide you into the path of signs and synchronicities that'll help you to understand that I am moving in the direction or I am not, right? It's a crucial time right now to keep your mind open. What is it you want to do for a career? This is the time. The second half of 2020 is when we create a solid foundation. Spirit is going to help for us to manifest our life career. So either it's something you do yourself that you enjoy, or you go to that company you've always wanted to work for and you put those applications in. Okay, those are some big messages I'm receiving up front. Now, I'm being guided to the gateway of the divine tarot. See, okay, so you have the 7 of Cups. There's a lot of fantasy and illusion. So Spirit's saying come up with 7 different ideas, 7 different careers, 7 different self-business thoughts, 7 different hobbies, gifts, talents, or skills, and just continue to put your effort into these areas and see which one guides you into the highest, best path. Like my daughter, she didn't know for sure, do I want to do this new idea that she's doing? And the photographer said, I will take pictures of your makeup for you for free if you'll let me post those pictures in my portfolio. That's a sign that she's heading in the right direction. So it's up to you to walk in the highest, best path and pay attention to the signs. Yeah, see, in your thoughts position, we have the Knight of Swords. So we have someone who is kind of harsh and intense, or you're being a little bit harsh and intense with yourself in your thoughts position in the Celtic spread. What do I want? What is it? Things don't magically happen, right? It's cause and effect. What effort are you putting into the manifestation of your life that you want to create? For Spirit is helping people to do so right now. But fantasy and illusion is nothing. It's not going anywhere. It's not taking any action. Oh my gosh. So look at that, Atilia, in your foundation. You've got the 9 of Cups. Wishes coming true very quickly. So go and apply where you've always wanted to work, or go ahead and create a painting or a drawing or a photography or whatever, and put that information, put one item out on Amazon with a price. Line up your PayPal account with your checking account or whatever, and let yourself see, will this sell that I'm creating? Because if it does, that's Spirit saying you're headed in the right direction. If you wanted to always work for a business, then go put that application in. And when you go in there, does it feel right? It's not about the human nature of I have to control and figure this out, or the spiritual nature of I'm just going to let Spirit guide me, right? It's about finding a balance between that by putting time and effort in and then paying attention to Spirit. Pardon me. So in the recent past, wow, you couldn't have been hurting, or this is great financial independence in the past. And now in the next couple of weeks, it's like, do I want to stay and fight this battle? Have I risen above where I'm at? Which doorway should I go through next, right? What are you planning? It's time to do research, right? Because 7, and I've seen it twice here, should I stay or should I go? Well, the choice is truly up to you. If someone is not kind and you don't want to work there, well, then Spirit's saying, well, make your wishes come true. So what are you wishing, hoping, and praying for on a day-to-day basis? For in the next couple of weeks in your actions position, you got to come out of this indecision. Take off the blindfold and write down, what does a victorious life look like to me? Because I know in the second half of June, Spirit is going to help me to create that happiness, joy, peace, and victory in my life. I need to come out of indecision, and I need to walk through different doorways and see what I feel, because I know Spirit is going to help me to make my wishes come true through time and effort. So in the creative aspect, in the spiritual advice position, see, it's about communicating what you have to offer. Communicating to see, should I stay or should I go? Freeing yourself from unhealthy, intense thoughts or unhealthy, intense people. Making a clear decision as you connect out with others about which direction you are making your life go. So in the hopes and fears position, Spirit saying with the 5 of Swords, this is about total inner conflict. So have hope that you can step beyond your own inner conflict and into the path of making your wishes come true. And Spirit is closing this message in the outcome position by saying, oh my gosh, with the 3 of Cups, Pentacles or coins, this is about time and effort, right? The more he puts time and effort into what it is that he enjoys, the more Spirit is going to give back abundance and stability. Number 3, time and effort leads to number 4, which is a solid foundation and ideas by which you can build upon. So in a 3-card summary to my left, Spirit saying where you are conflicted, Spirit wants to guide you towards the light at the end of the tunnel. So be the leader of your own path and free yourself from who and or what does not serve you, right? Things are falling away. You can now give birth to a new direction. And when the Emperor shows up, this is Spirit saying we are going to help for you to give birth to what it is that you are praying for. And you also have the Hangman energies to kind of just stop and look at things from every perspective, to not go too quickly into a new direction. See, because you're going to receive a lot of attention and recognition no matter what you choose to do. And someone may come towards you very quickly, unexpectedly, or you're going to want to go towards them. But then there's fear and feeling stuck. Should I stay or should I go? So by mid-July of 2020, Atelia, the High Priestess is going to bring you the outcome to all of your questions. You just got 4 major arcanas in a row. So Spirit has heard you. They're helping for you to manifest with the Magician energies the results of the time and effort you put in. They are going to help you to make your wishes come true. But if you stay indecisive, this will block you from what? Stepping into a brand new path, a new beginning that is meant to be, new connections that are meant to be. So there will be celebration if you so choose, and an ending. You'll be bringing a situation to an ending because you're creating the change. You're seeing the results of your efforts, and you're recognizing that it's time to move over here and let that die, whatever it was or will be. So that's interesting. Let me know how that turns out for you in the next couple weeks. And thank you for your donation. Thank you as well, Miss Hot and Cold, for your $10 donation. We're going to quick go through, I shouldn't say quick. We're going to read Rick's energies. Now, I already know Rick's energy because I've been doing readings for Rick. So that's pretty helpful. Rick, for some reason, your message was retracted. Let's see. Did you happen to say what your question was? Atelia, true. Wow, will do. To be free people. God bless you. Aw. Oh, thank you so much for clarifying the messages, Atelia. All right, let's go ahead and move into Rick. Rick, I'm assuming you just want a blank read. So what should we do with that? Let's go ahead and get into the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. For Rick Black, Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, we're going to do a Celtic spread again. I don't know why I've been guided to the Celtic spread, but I just do what I'm told, right, by Spirit. Boom! TikTok, one of the best, I feel, cards in this deck, Rick. This is about divine timing. So do you know what you're working towards? Are you putting time and effort in? Are you praying specifically to Spirit for what it is you want to see come manifest? For in your thoughts position for the next week, you have the tribe, okay? Who are my tribe? Who are my peeps? What is going to happen? When is something going to happen? Look at this. In your foundation, Rick, what the heck? You have the never-ending story. You could fly with those beautiful wings and be free in a new direction, but you keep sitting above this glass-encased heart that says, yes, no, maybe so. Will they, won't they? Is this my tribe? Is this not my tribe? Right? Now, in the recent past, Rick, you do have the truth be told. So with this energy, you have obtained some form of wisdom and knowledge, being represented by the owl. Therefore, the owl is opening up a brand new doorway for you and is giving you a new mask. So they're saying in time, as you are planning on a new direction, you will, in the next couple weeks, come to a fork in the road. So in your actions position, go after what you want and it will be offered to you. You may feel like you're standing at a fork in the road in the next couple weeks, but Spirit is saying eventually someone's yang is going to come towards you and you're going to find that balance, something exciting and offer an opportunity. So in the meantime, Spirit's giving you the strength to take a nap. Think about your tribe. Who are your peeps? Who do you want to connect yourself with? For in the past, you realized or were waiting for something new to start, and divine timing has heard you. But you need to just sit at this fork in the road until the energies and the time clicks into place. Okay, and then an offer is going to come, or they're saying continue to communicate about or create in your thoughts, even an exciting new beginning. What is it you want to create for whatever you are thinking of or hoping for? Indeed, you are being blessed. So with the number 22, this is about going from one connection, circumstance, situation, and into another path, right? 2 plus 2 is 4. Eventually recognizing that as you let go of what it is you're waiting on and just allow yourself a moment of peace and reflection. Look at that. By maybe the full moon of July 5th of 2020 or mid-July of 2020, Rick, you've got time to go. A doorway opens up for you that you've been waiting for, and boom, you're out of there. You're no longer waiting. So let's clarify. Yep, there's a new life Spirit's trying to help you give birth to so that you can roll in the energies of milk and honey. If you're waiting for a soulmate connection, Spirit's saying with the out to the sea energies, Spirit is listening to what you are praying for, and you need to trust and have faith that at some point in time they will blow your boat into the direction of the right person, place, circumstance, situation. So remember that in the next couple weeks. Yes, don't allow yourself to feel orphaned and forgotten by another human being, but instead, with the number 5, pray to Spirit for eventually some form of message, offer, or opportunity is going to come your way. So as you put effort out there to confirm, then wait a little bit until the message comes. Yeah, because you're going through some form of transformation spiritually. Yeah, enjoy your space and your current circumstances and sit in the here and now, right? At the fork in the road for the next few weeks. Because at some point in time, you're going to be able to go the distance. Continue to put your effort in. If you aren't, go the distance and know that things are happening with the by the book energies, but they have to happen in accordance of one step into and toward the next. Yeah, you're going to be able to co-create with someone in a new direction, right? And you're going to know it's time to go. And the doorway you're going through and towards is going to give you this really happy energy. Maybe even by the 26th of July, you're feeling really happy because you're recognizing that you have mended in some way. You trusted in your higher power, and that Spirit has finally given you a leg up, an offer, and a new direction. Beautiful. Okay, so Carrie, finally, thank you so much for your patience. Of course, you're on the cusp of Virgo and Libra. They don't give up. My marriage lacks communication. Okay. You know what? That is the one thing I think all of us need to learn, and that I had to learn, is that if you don't communicate where you're at with one another, you get in your own darn head, right? You get caught up in believing something that doesn't exist because you didn't have that communication. So when I'm feeling, or my spouse is feeling like things are off, we actually bring it up and say, do you feel right? Have you been feeling this way? And then they're like, yeah, and guess what? That's just the energy, right? So we don't want to lose our mind in creating some form of negative energy without just having that conversation, because the truth always sets us free. The second you have that conversation, boom, you're no longer in that state of confusion and unhappiness. So let's take a look at the Romance Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Carrie with clearly defined messages regarding her marriage. Please bless her marriage and help it to be lifted up into the light of peace, joy, and happiness. A lot of people are going through a phase, right? Are they going to fall away with everything else that's falling away? Are they going to move forward with me? Okay. Woo-wee! So right in the center of your Celtic spread, Carrie, you have very soon, you can clearly decide what it is you want so that it comes to you. That's a big message after what I just said that I translated through Spirit, is you need to clearly decide what it is you want for yourself and what it is you want to communicate to your spouse. Yeah, because in your thoughts position, Spirit is trying to tell you, you deserve love. You are lovable. Cupid's arrow is aiming right at you. And So are you not allowing yourself to receive love? What do you want in the marriage? And what are you going to communicate? Because it's that process that's going to help you to clearly decide how to move forward. So that's the information for the next week. Now in the foundation, stay optimistic about your love life. Again, what Spirit was just talking about. Positive thinking will bring you romance. Negative thinking will get you lost in your thoughts. So yeah, what's this about? In the recent past, Carrie, you had pay attention to the red flag energy. What is it that you were being cautioned about? Were you overthinking? Look at this. So in the next couple weeks, you have heart-to-heart conversations. See, she's reaching up into his ear and Cupid's looking, and there's a couple Cupids there waiting for you to have this honest discussion with each other so that you can both clearly decide where you're at, where you're headed. You know, it's a good time to maybe create a business together or to plan a vacation together, to somehow reconnect is what I'm feeling. So in your actions position, this could be the one. And Spirit's saying, yes, you have already met the partner that you have been seeking, but you need to stay optimistic about the connection. You need to get clear with yourself about what it is you want to communicate, the answers that you need, because Spirit's giving you the strength to love your marriage. Wow. Yeah, wow. So don't be fearful of retreating together. Maybe get those marriage pictures out, those wedding pictures out, and look at them together and watch your spouse's response. You know, gosh, who were we then? And look how far we've come. And what do we want to create next? Because in the outcome position, you've got the free yourself energy. The card says it's time to take back control of your life. In the past, maybe you were thinking about an ex. Maybe you were worried about somebody coming back from the past. Maybe they did, and the red flags showed up, right? Yeah, there's confusion regarding a honeymoon. So it is time for you guys to take a trip and to have a discussion. Don't try to control the romantic feelings. Trust that you can heal together. Love yourself first. Yes, because I feel like unrequited love ties to your love for yourself. So what is it that you want is a main question. For Spirit saying, as you call in your soulmate and have a discussion, it's like he's putting his wings around you, and because you had a communication and you're recognizing that it is safe to love. In fact, that this is your true love and that the chemistry is coming back. So whatever you were codependent on in the past, it's time to forgive yourself. It's time to forgive others. It's time to let go of everything that happened up until today. And now it's time to move forward and do what? Express your love. Think about the past when you were young and where you are now. For you're going to look very attractive. Maybe you guys could get married again and talk about that. And set up something somewhere, you know, where you can give your relationship a chance. Look at this on the bottom of the deck. This is your soulmate. Give the relationship a chance. And I know that my July 1st through the 15th reading was a lot about this. So that might be a good one to read. You've got a beautiful thing going. Work on it together. Build it up. It can come back to where it used to be. All right, so let's move up here. Let's see, who do we have next? Miss Hot and Cold. All right. So looks and personality of the man I am marrying. Do we want to look at that person's perspective, Miss Hot? I think I'm going to bring in the Gilded Tarot deck and just see what Spirit has to say. Looks and personality of the man I am marrying. I don't quite understand the question, but we'll look. And what is your sign, your sun sign, your horoscope sign, Miss Hot and Cold? Probably an air sign or a fire sign. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Miss Hot and Cold with clearly defined messages regarding the area of relationship for the next couple weeks. Marriage, justice. Is this a very balanced connection? Are you content, joyful, and happy? Now's the time to go ahead and move forward. Wow. In your thoughts position, yes, Spirit is offering you a new path in the area of love. Congratulations. In your foundation, you have a new path whereby you're going to have to cut away from that which no longer serves you and now move into the path of victory. The two of you hit it off like soulmates in the past. And now in the next couple weeks, something comes in that happens very quickly, or there is some form of travel. Does this person have fire in their chart, Sag, Aries, or Leo? For you have control over setting goals and meeting goals and planning victory. So maybe this is you taking action in the next couple weeks to set up how this marriage is going to be celebrated. Spirit is giving you the strength to move into this exciting, new, passionate direction. To cut away from all that has been and now move into this ship that's coming in. Maybe you guys could get married on a ship. Maybe you can take a trip and get married. I know that we have issues with the pandemic. It could be making a trip over to someone's cabin or house and getting married with the family in a yard or somewhere, you know. This is about having great hope that the effort you put in is coming back your way. And indeed it is with the Three of Wands energies. But this is confusing. By mid-July of 2020, you're crying over spilt milk. You're crying over what was. So let's look a little bit closer at what that means. In a 3-card summary to my left with the same Gilded Tarot, we got the first position representing this next week, trying to find clarity. With the moon representing confusion and illusion, we do have a new path whereby there will be greater abundance. Changes in the area of home or business, income, career, where you can lay down an old path and now move into smoother waters. Now the passion may die out here because there's so much to work on. Yeah, you're thinking about investing money or how far you have come with your money. Maybe you're thinking about how you have succeeded in some way and now how you can move into a beautiful new beginning, and Spirit is opening up the world portal for you. And it's saying, yes, indeed, things are turning in your favor. New doorways are opening up. Maybe you're dealing with someone who has Leo in their chart, but in the next couple weeks, you're going to have the strength energy as a major arcana to help you to communicate regarding money, home, changes in the area of things of the material. Communicating excitedly, passionately about home changes, family, business changes to someone who does have a very open heart here. They may get a little bit intense, but don't get caught up in your head because balance is required. If you fall into negative energy in this connection, you're not going to be able to clearly hear your intuition. You're going to kind of get yourself trapped in your emotions or in your thoughts. On the bottom of the deck, they do have, okay, so this is just letting go, maybe traveling into a new direction, letting go of what used to be, but Spirit's saying there are 2 cups behind you. That's these 2 cups, this blessed connection, this soulmate connection. And then the 2 bottom cards are the 10 of Cups, happily ever after, and celebration with others in the area of home, family, business, and marriage. This is a beautiful, beautiful connection. And with that fiery masculine energy, they're very passionate and probably have a nice head of hair. All right. So anyone have any personal questions you would like answered? In Aquarius. Okay. So I got it. Air sign right off the bat. Yep. Focus on finding balance as you plan the future. Get excited about the future. Don't let your negativity block the good juju that's happening here. Off to Portugal soon. Good, Carrie. You are very welcome. Very welcome. All right. Well, let's pull. Just a few closing messages to give everyone one last chance if you'd like a personal reading. This is the Archangel Gabriel deck for those of you who are just starting out with a new idea, starting out with a new business, coming up with hobbies, gifts, talents, skills that will grow and prosper collectively. Boom. We're closing with the card of happy news. Right behind that, new project. Right behind that, the law of attraction, right? Time and effort that you put into a new project will bring happy news. And on the bottom of the deck, success. And I'll tell you, those who come to me for your readings, things turn around in miraculous ways, either while you're watching your video or shortly thereof, which is amazing. So thank you for writing me and letting me know how these energies are working in your life, especially at this time. You remember, this time isn't going to last forever. And then others are going to become successful. And the ones who didn't put time and effort in will just find jealousy and repeat unhealthy ways. All right. Should you want more information than I have provided during this live video podcast and your own personal energy read, feel free to write me at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I am still offering the now summer special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. So thank you so much for you guys who showed up today. You are the best subscribers in the world. You make my world rock. Take care and God bless.